After 60, eat these 8 vegetables to rebuild collagen, protect your nerves, and restore mobility. Here's something most doctors don't tell you at your annual checkup. After age 60, your body loses collagen at roughly 1% per year, and that number accelerates. By your mid-60s, you may have already lost close to a third of the collagen you had in your 40s. And collagen isn't just about skin. It is the structural protein woven into your joints, tendons, cartilage, blood vessel walls, and the protective sheaths around your nerves. When it breaks down, the symptoms are easy to misread. Stiff knees in the morning, a weak grip, tingling or numbness in the hands and feet. That heavy, unreliable feeling in your legs when you climb stairs. Most people are told, that's just aging. But what's actually happening is a slow structural breakdown, and the right foods can meaningfully slow it down and support your body's ability to rebuild. This video covers 8 vegetables, backed by published research, that supply the specific nutrients your body uses to produce and protect collagen, support nerve function, and maintain joint mobility after 60. Let's go through them, from 8 to 1. Number 8. Red bell peppers. Collagen production is a biochemical process. It requires enzymes, and those enzymes cannot function without vitamin C. This is not a minor detail. Without adequate vitamin C, your body literally cannot assemble collagen fibers properly, regardless of how much protein you eat. After 60, when your baseline collagen production is already declining, a vitamin C shortfall makes the situation significantly worse. Half a cup of raw red bell pepper delivers more than 150% of your recommended daily intake of vitamin C, more than an orange, gram for gram. Red bell peppers also contain capsanthin, a carotenoid antioxidant that helps reduce oxidative stress in joint tissue and nerve pathways. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults with higher vitamin C intake demonstrated better grip strength, faster walking speed, and lower systemic inflammation compared to those with lower intake. These are not cosmetic outcomes. They reflect the underlying integrity of connective tissue. Practical note: eat red bell peppers raw or lightly cooked. Prolonged heat degrades vitamin C significantly. Add them raw to salads or toss them in at the very end of cooking. Number 7. Spinach. Spinach supports collagen through several distinct mechanisms, which is why it deserves more than just being called a good source of iron. First, spinach is rich in beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A. Vitamin A is required to activate fibroblasts, the cells responsible for producing collagen. Without sufficient vitamin A, fibroblast activity slows. Second, spinach contains lutein and chlorophyll compounds that help reduce chronic low-grade inflammation. This matters because persistent inflammation is one of the primary drivers of collagen degradation, particularly around joints and nerve tissue. Third, spinach is a meaningful source of magnesium, a mineral that more than half of adults over 60 are deficient in. Magnesium is required for muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and the repair of connective tissue. A 2018 study found that older adults with higher magnesium intake had stronger connective tissue integrity and lower rates of peripheral nerve issues, including carpal tunnel syndrome and sciatica. Finally, spinach contains dietary nitrates that convert to nitric oxide in the body, dilating blood vessels and improving circulation to the hands, feet, and knees, delivering the oxygen and nutrients those tissues need to repair. Number 6. Okra. Okra is consistently overlooked. The texture puts people off. But that slimy quality, the mucilage, is precisely what makes okra therapeutically interesting for aging joints. Mucilage is a thick, gel-like soluble fiber. Inside the body, it acts as a natural lubricant. As collagen in joint cartilage breaks down, the synovial fluid that cushions joint surfaces decreases. Okra's mucilage partially mimics this cushioning effect, reducing the friction and mechanical where that makes movement painful. Beyond texture, okra contains pectin, rhamnogalacturonin, and a range of polyphenol that have been shown to stimulate collagen synthesis. A 2021 study published in Pharmaceutical Biology found that okra extract not only reduced joint inflammation, but also improved collagen fiber organization and supported cartilage regeneration in preclinical models. Okra also supplies vitamin K, vitamin C, and manganese. Each plays a specific role. Vitamin K directs calcium into bone rather than soft tissue. Vitamin C activates the enzymes that cross-link collagen fibers, and manganese supports the production of proline, one of the key amino acids in the collagen molecule itself. For those experiencing tingling, burning, or numbness in the extremities, okra's flavonoids, particularly quercetin, have demonstrated neuroprotective properties in research settings, helping shield nerve tissue from inflammatory damage. Number 5. Broccoli. Broccoli's most important compound for aging joints is sulforaphane, a sulfur-containing phytochemical released when broccoli is chewed or chopped. Sulforaphane activates a cellular pathway called NRF2, which switches on the body's internal antioxidant and repair systems. A 2020 study in the Journal of Cellular Physiology demonstrated that sulforaphane specifically protects chondrocyte, the cells that produce and maintain cartilage, and reduces the inflammatory signals that break them down. For people over 60, this is relevant for the knees, hips, and spinal discs, where cartilage loss is most common and most debilitating. Broccoli also provides vitamin C, vitamin K, calcium, and glucosinolates. Together, these compounds support new collagen synthesis, bone density, and reduction of joint swelling. The antioxidants in broccoli, including indole compounds, additionally support peripheral nerve health, which may help reduce burning, tingling, and numbness in the hands and feet. One additional mechanism worth noting: broccoli's soluble fiber supports stable blood sugar. Chronically elevated blood glucose accelerates a process called glycation, where sugar molecules bind to collagen fibers and stiffen them, directly contributing to joint rigidity and reduced tissue elasticity. Managing blood sugar is, in part, a collagen preservation strategy. Number 4. Beets. Collagen doesn't just need raw materials. It needs delivery. Nutrients have to reach the joints, tendons, and nerves to be used. That's where blood flow becomes a critical factor, and where beets are uniquely effective. Beets are among the richest dietary sources of inorganic nitrates, which the body converts to nitric oxide. Nitric oxide relaxes the smooth muscle and blood vessel walls, widening vessels and improving blood flow, particularly to peripheral tissues like the hands, feet, calves, and knees, which are often the first to suffer from poor circulation. A 2019 clinical study found that older adults who consumed beet juice daily over several weeks showed a 21% increase in blood flow to the lower limbs, measurable gains in quadricep strength, and improved walking endurance. Better blood flow means better delivery of vitamin C, copper, zinc, and amino acids, the building blocks of collagen, to exactly the tissues that need them most. Beets also contain betaine, the red pigment responsible for their color. Betaine is a potent antioxidant that inhibits the enzymatic breakdown of existing collagen under conditions of oxidative stress. And beets are rich in folate, a B vitamin essential for cell renewal and tissue repair. Low folate is independently associated with elevated homocysteine levels, which research links to accelerated collagen degradation and increased cardiovascular inflammation. For best results, consume beets roasted, steamed, or freshly juiced without added sugar. Pairing them with citrus provides additional vitamin C that enhances both iron absorption and collagen synthesis. Number 3. Seaweed. Seaweed occupies a unique nutritional space because it provides a suite of minerals that are difficult to obtain in meaningful quantities from land-based plants alone, and several of these minerals are directly required for collagen production. Copper, manganese, and zinc each function as cofactors for enzymes involved in collagen cross-linking. Without them, collagen fibers form but cannot bind together properly, leaving connective tissue structurally weak. Seaweed provides all three in bioavailable forms. Seaweed also contains fucoidan, a sulfated polysaccharide found in brown algae. Fucoidan has been studied for its ability to stimulate fibroblast proliferation, meaning it helps increase the population of collagen-producing cells, and to reduce inflammatory cytokines that break collagen down. A 2021 study found that older adults taking seaweed extract reported significantly reduced joint pain and improved healing outcomes within 4 weeks of supplementation. The iodine in seaweed is also relevant. Iodine is essential for thyroid function, and the thyroid plays a central role in regulating cellular metabolism, tissue repair rate, and collagen turnover. Low iodine is associated with hypothyroidism, which can present as cold extremities, slow wound healing, muscle cramping, and fatigue, all symptoms that overlap significantly with collagen deficiency. Dried seaweed snacks. Look for varieties with no added oil or excessive sodium. Crumbled seaweed in soups or seaweed added to salads are all practical, low-effort ways to incorporate it regularly. Number 2. Asparagus. Asparagus is one of the most concentrated dietary sources of glutathione precursors, and glutathione is arguably the most important antioxidant your body produces internally. Glutathione protects collagen-producing cells from the oxidative damage that accumulates with age. It neutralizes free radicals generated by inflammation, UV exposure, environmental toxins, and normal cellular metabolism. As glutathione levels decline with age, which they do significantly, the cells responsible for making collagen become increasingly vulnerable to damage and early death. A 2020 study found that older adults with higher glutathione levels demonstrated stronger bone density, better joint health scores, and slower measurable rates of biological aging. Asparagus also delivers vitamin K in substantial quantities. This vitamin is essential for a process called carboxylation, which directs calcium to bones and teeth rather than to soft tissue. When this process is impaired due to vitamin K deficiency, calcium can deposit in joints, tendons, and around nerve pathways, contributing to stiffness, reduced flexibility, and nerve compression pain. Additionally, asparagus contains folate for cellular repair and prebiotic fiber that improves gut health and, by extension, the absorption of collagen-building nutrients including vitamin C, zinc, and magnesium. Number 1. Parsley. Parsley is not a garnish. It is one of the most nutritionally dense foods available, gram for gram. It contains more vitamin C than oranges and more vitamin K than almost any other commonly consumed vegetable. That combination matters enormously for collagen. Vitamin C is required at multiple steps in the collagen synthesis pathway. It activates prolyl hydroxylase and lysyl hydroxylase, the enzymes that stabilize the collagen triple helix structure. Without it, the structure unravels. Vitamin K ensures that the collagen-forming process happens in the right tissues and that calcium metabolism supports rather than undermines joint integrity. A 2022 study published in the journal Nutrients found that older adults with higher vitamin C intake had measurably thicker cartilage in the knee joints, stronger grip strength, and significantly better mobility scores compared to those with lower intake. Parsley is also rich in apigenin, a plant flavonoid that suppresses inflammatory signaling inside the cells that build collagen, protecting them from the chronic inflammation that accelerates collagen loss. Apigenin has been studied in the context of neuroprotection as well, with research suggesting it helps reduce inflammatory damage to peripheral nerves. Finally, parsley increases glutathione production and contains chlorophyll, which supports oxygen delivery to muscle and joint tissue, accelerating the healing response after physical activity. The practical application is straightforward. Add a small handful of fresh chopped parsley to salads, eggs, soups, or roasted vegetables daily. It takes 30 seconds and delivers measurable nutritional value. Collagen loss after 60 is real, it is measurable, and it has direct consequences for how your joints feel, how your nerves function, and how strong and steady you feel on your feet. But your body does not stop being capable of producing collagen. It slows down, largely because it stops receiving the specific nutrients that drive the process. Vitamin C, vitamin K, magnesium, zinc, copper, manganese, glutathione precursors, nitrates for blood flow, and anti-inflammatory compounds to protect what's already there. These 8 vegetables, red bell peppers, spinach, okra, broccoli, beets, seaweed, asparagus, and parsley, collectively cover almost every piece of that nutritional picture. None of them require exotic sourcing or expensive preparation. Most are already available in ordinary grocery stores. Start with 1 or 2. Add them consistently. The body responds to sustained nutritional input, not single meals. The goal is to make this a daily practice, and the evidence suggests that doing so can make a meaningful difference in mobility, nerve health, and quality of life well into your later years.